All right, picture this. A figure so incredibly monumental that his words and melodies are still echoing across an entire subcontinent, literally more than 7 centuries after his death. Today, we're unpacking the phenomenal achievements of a true medieval genius of South Asia, Amir Khusro. We're talking about the ultimate cultural bridge of India.
So, who actually helped shape the music and the language of, just about a billion people? Yeah, it's a completely staggering scale. But honestly, that's just the everyday legacy of a poet, musician, and Sufi thinker whose innovations didn't just influence, but actually shaped the civilization of the Indian subcontinent.
Now, he was famously crowned Tuti-e-Hind, which translates to the Parrot of India. Born Abul Hassan Yamin ud-Dīn Khusro, he picked up this iconic title simply for his unmatched eloquence. And while he primarily wrote in Persian, his sheer genius, well, it just couldn't be boxed into a single language.
Let's look at his timeline. His life spanned a fascinating 72 years, starting in 1253. And get this, he was already a distinguished poet by the time he hit 20. What's mind-blowing is how he survived and thrived through the incredibly volatile regimes of the Delhi Sultanate, from Balban all the way to the Tughlaqs. He wasn't just surviving history, he was actively recording it right up until he passed away in 1325.
His unique perspective actually came right from his bloodline. His dad was a Turk who migrated from Central Asia, while his mom came from an Indian Muslim family. Being born right at the intersection of these two vast, incredibly rich traditions gave him the perfect foundation to become that ultimate cultural bridge.
Section 1, a master of words, pioneering new languages and literary traditions.
90 to 100. Seriously, that is the staggering estimated number of works Khusro authored. As the absolute greatest Persian poet of medieval India, he pumped out dozens of highly influential books. We're talking everything from groundbreaking poetry to invaluable historical records of daily court life.
And he didn't just copy what was already out there. Khusro seamlessly blended that elegant Persian courtly sophistication with this super vibrant Indian imagery and folk traditions. By doing this, he practically pioneered a language called Hindavi, which, if you didn't know, is the very foundation for modern Hindi and Urdu.
But here's the best part. Khusro didn't just write for the elite folks in royal courts. He composed pahelis, riddles. He wrote mukris, everyday folk songs, and these deeply mystical Sufi verses. He quite literally took language to the streets. And honestly, a lot of these exact songs are still woven into the fabric of everyday South Asian life today.
Moving on to Section 2, Pioneer of Sound, shaping the music of the subcontinent. His musical influence is nothing short of legendary. First off, Qawwali, Khusro helped develop this incredibly deep, spiritual, devotional music for the Chishti Sufi order. Then you have the Tarana, where he popularized classical forms using really fast-paced rhythmic syllables. And finally, the sitar. Now, sure, modern historians kind of debate the myth that he outright invented the instrument from scratch, but his influence on its evolution and on all of North Indian classical music, yeah, that's absolutely undeniable.
Which brings us to Section 3, Spirit and Lasting Legacy, the anchor behind the genius. My spiritual master, my guide, my source of inspiration. Now, Khusro wasn't talking about some powerful king here. The absolute most significant relationship of his entire life was his unwavering devotion to the great Sufi saint, Nizamuddin Auliya. In fact, many of Khusro's most stunning mystical poems are just pure, unfiltered expressions of love for his teacher. Their bond was incredibly profound. So when Nizamuddin Auliya passed away in 1325, Khusro was utterly devastated. His grief was so heavy that he survived his master by only a few short months. If you visit Delhi today, you'll actually find Khusro buried right near his teacher at the Dargah Hazrat Nizamuddin, still drawing visitors from all over the globe. 7. It's been more than 7 whole centuries since his death, yet Amir Khusro remains universally celebrated. His poetry is still actively studied. His songs are joyously sung. His deep spiritual resonance is felt every single day. So, I'll leave you with this. How many artists can claim to have united entirely different traditions to help shape an entire civilization? Amir Khusro was the ultimate symbol of Hindu-Muslim cultural synthesis. He took Persian elegance, Turkic roots, and vibrant Indian traditions and wove them all into a brilliant legacy that literally gave a voice to a subcontinent.